As I watched my sister about to be brutally killed by a warrior wielding a hammer, I immediately drew the long-lost divine sword from behind me and swung it towards the 7th-ranked hammer. This sword was the only divine artifact my father ever crafted. When I was just 7 years old, I witnessed my father pouring his own blood into the sword-forging pool, and instantly, a golden dragon soared into the sky, followed by the appearance of a divine dragon, shocking the heavens and the earth. However, the dragon soul emanating from the divine sword attracted the attention of many martial artists, who fought to claim it. I saw my father wielding an 80-meter-long blade striking at his enemies. But even he couldn't control the immense power of the sword. Realizing the situation was dire, my father immediately took us to the back mountains to escape. Knowing he couldn't get away, he left the divine sword with me, hoping I would avenge him. Then my mother tearfully led me to escape first. In the end, my father held on for a few more minutes, but was cruelly killed by the martial artists my mother brought me to the riverbank. She knew she couldn't escape either, so she put me on a boat and stayed behind to hold off the enemies. I witnessed my mother being stabbed to death and swore to avenge my parents. 20 years passed, I had become a powerful disciple under the War God sect and had mastered the divine sword. I asked my master for permission to search for my family without hesitation. My master granted my request. Meanwhile, my grandfather still prayed before our ancestors' shrine, hoping to see me again in his lifetime before he could finish speaking. A group of uninvited guests barged into the manor. The disciples fought fiercely, but were no match for them. Luckily, my grandfather appeared in time, stopping the bloodshed. The eldest son of the invaders arrogantly spoke, demanding my grandfather hand over the manor. He even broke the weapons forged by the manor to provoke the master unbeknownst to him. They weren't interested in the manor itself, but in the treasure hidden beneath it only. Those who possessed the treasure could forge more divine weapons, and my grandfather immediately refused, for the manor was the only place I could return home to on the other side. I bought all the weapons forged by my father in the past, hoping to bring them back to the manor. Just then, a woman suddenly entered. I instantly recognized her as my long-lost sister. To hide my identity, I handed her the weapons I had just bought. The only request was for her to take me back to the manor. She saw I had done her a great favor and readily agreed upon returning. To the manor, I looked at my grandfather's head of white hair and felt a deep sense of emotion. The eldest son saw that we had reinforcements and began taunting us with harsh words. He then made a condition: if we could defeat his 3 subordinates, he would give up the fight for the manor without hesitation. I accepted his challenge, but what followed were his subordinates whose power stunned everyone. One wielded the 7th-ranked golden hammer, another held the 10th-ranked great sword. The eldest son proudly declared if my sister's weapon could defeat theirs, he would leave the manor. My sister immediately accepted the challenge. The first round began. Our disciples took out the long sword forged by my father, while the eldest son's subordinate drew the 10th-ranked great sword. They fought fiercely, and to every